from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Tuesday, the 15th of June, 2021. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. In the headlines, several employees in limbo as St. George's University denies entry of unvaccinated staff. Government announces $10,000 in lottery game in a bid to encourage Grenadians to take the COVID-19 vaccines. Grenada among Caribbean islands that recorded reduced HIV transmission and AIDS-related deaths during the last 10 years. Medical Dr. Terence Marisho joins us this evening to discuss COVID-19 and vaccines. In around the globe, government identifying lands as relocation efforts get on the way in St. Vincent following La Soufrière eruption, and challenges impede reconstruction efforts in Gaza. Coming up in sports, West Indies looking to rebound following a humiliating defeat at the hands of South Africa. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Some workers are being left in limbo regarding their immediate future at St. George's University. The workforce has now been divided into 2, vaccinated and unvaccinated employees. Those who are not vaccinated, according to a statement issued by SGU on May 12th, were barred from entry into the compound on Tuesday. Jared Joseph has the latest developments.
Any workplace that you're working, if the employer tells you that you must be vaccinated to continue working, please do not resign. Please do not resign. If the employer insists that you can't come on the compound and is not paying you, if you have a union, your union will take up the matter, engage a company, and then it will go through the different process.
This was the message to all employees from TAU President General Andre Lewis, who also holds the posts as Labour Senator and President of the Trade Union Council. The Technical and Allied Workers Union was present at the entrance to St. George's University on Tuesday morning as unvaccinated employees were refused entry into the compound. On May 12th, SGU issued a statement reaffirming its commitment to a safe return to campus for the August term by requiring COVID-19 vaccination for all students, faculty and staff, among others, on campus starting June 15th. On Tuesday, those who ignored the advice of their union to not show up for work were present, while others were seen being checked on entry for their vaccination cards.
We wrote the workers and advising them that based on what the school have said, those who are not vaccinated ought not to come to the gate, because the school will not allow you to come in. the workers were concerned as to whether or not, if they didn't show up to the gate, they could be accused of abandoning their job. So we wrote them, pointing out that you cannot be accused of abandoning your job because it is the school who told you not to come.
Lewis says, having engaged SGU since February, while maintaining that vaccination ought not to be a condition of employment, they are now at this point.
School obviously has disagreed with us in the context that the workers are not dismissed. So the workers are still employed with the school. They are not allowing them to come to the compound, and they are saying that they will not be paid. We have a totally different view, and because this has happened today for the first time in terms of the actual application of that policy, we are in the process of engaging the school to start the industrial dispute resolution process.
He outlines the process the union will take toward a resolution.
We will ask the workers to contact the union. We will discuss with the workers and all of the different options in terms of the process. Certainly there must be an engagement with the school again, because there are no new conditions now. Whereas before yesterday, one couldn't say with certainty that this is the final amount of people. We know as of today, there must be a final amount of people who have not been vaccinated. And therefore that can influence the discussion as to a possible resolution.
GBN contacted SGU for a comment on this development and was informed that a statement will be issued soon. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, the question of why Grenadians are being forced to take the COVID-19 vaccine was predominant during Tuesday's lockout of unvaccinated SGU staff. Employees at the St. George's University told GBN that they stand to lose much more than just their salaries. We get the details in this report.
They apply another level of pressure on workers by telling them that if you're not vaccinated by 50, which is the cut-off time, any holiday you have in sight that will run over the 50, you will not get it.
Ryan Smith, who spoke on behalf of the workers who were denied entry into SGU, as well as his other colleagues who spoke off camera, told GBN their salaries, benefits and insurance are also in jeopardy. Smith, who is a driver for SGU, says they are seeking to create awareness among Grenadians to be critical and conscious of what is going on around them. He believes in a pandemic, health and science should be leading the fight, and is therefore questioning the decisions of SGU, which should be based on the science.
Then how it is that herd immunity is achieved in any number of people, the example at workplace, by 100%. Based on the science, 80% or above is enough to achieve herd immunity. So why is it that they are trying to get everyone to be vaccinated? Isn't achieving herd immunity the first objective or the first achievement you will look for, instead of trying to jump the hurdle to, not the first hurdle you will try to jump, achieve herd immunity and see how that goes. Don't try to do everything one time. So based on the percentage of people operating in any given place at a given time, once you have 80% or more, that is herd immunity, and that is science with preview studies to back that up 10 times full. So this decision that has been made by a school that is more or less supposed to be the great minds of science, medical, I find it sad, very, very sad, that the first decision is to reach the end of the finish line before they even start.
Smith says baby steps should be taken in considering the novelty of the virus and vaccines, plus noting that the unknown is the most dangerous thing. He says they want a working environment in which everyone is comfortable.
So the other thing I want to show it to some people who have minds who are critically thinking, tell me and explain to me where is the science when it is okay for persons in the community as you to mix up with people, like workers coming to work with travel and buses, mixing with people, then going to work, and then leave work and mix with people, right? So it's okay for the workers and everybody to mix outside the compound. But when you apply the same scenario inside, it's wrong. This is not science.
The unvaccinated SGU employees are urging those who chose to stay home to come out on Wednesday from 8 a.m. as they outline their first course of action. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
With protest action taking place outside its gates, the St. George's University maintains its stance to have a fully vaccinated staff, a safe environment for all the SGU community.
While we do not want to lose valuable members of our SGU community or stop pay for any staff or faculty members, we cannot return to safe operations on campus without everyone being vaccinated. These policies are also consistent with the actions of other major universities around the world. Words of Dr. Richard Leibowitz, Vice Chancellor of the St. George's University. Today, the St. George's University began the next phase in its plan to welcome back staff and faculty to campus. In a press release this evening, the university said its primary commitment is to provide a safe environment for its community. As part of the university's long-term planning for safely returning for the August 2021 term, COVID-19 vaccination has been made a requirement for all students, faculty, staff, administrators, vendors, and visitors entering campus. SGU says it remains steadfast in its commitment to every member of the SGU community, from the newest to the longest-serving members who contribute to the success of its students. The university maintains its support to all of its staff members and says it will continue to work closely with the Grenada Technical Allied Workers Union to ensure the safe return of faculty and staff members and members of the union. According to the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Richard Leibowitz, planning for the safe return to campus began several months ago, and faculty and staff were notified in advance of changes to the campus entry policy. He said while they have maintained pay for all faculty and staff over the past 15 months, including salary increases and bonuses, they cannot continue to do this for those who do not return to work. Dr. Leibowitz said their goal is to have all staff and faculty return to work on campus. SGU continues to provide vaccination opportunities by partnering with the Ministry of Health to host vaccination days on campus for faculty, staff, and students. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the National Lotteries Authority, have launched a Game of Chance initiative designed to persuade citizens to get vaccinated. Trellona Charles tells us more.
You get vaccinated, you're in it. As they say, you got to be in it to win it. You get vaccinated, you're in it.
The government of Grenada has teamed up with the National Lotteries Authority to launch a vaccination lottery as an incentive to get citizens to take the AstraZeneca vaccine. Minister for Health Nicholas Steele made the announcement during Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing.
That all persons who have been vaccinated will automatically be entered in a lottery draw. And anyone who comes forward between now and the 27th will also be automatically entered into a lottery draw, which will be done on the 27th for 10,000 EC dollars. So each dose, if you come forward for one dose, you have one ticket, so to speak. If you have come forward and received 2 doses, you have 2 tickets.
Minister Steele said this lottery draw gives an individual the opportunity to overcome financial hardships faced because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
I know many people out there have been going through the economic negative effects of COVID-19. And as such, I'm sure that $10,000 draw will go a long way in double benefit of them coming forward to be vaccinated to protect themselves, their livelihoods and their loved ones, and then also having a chance at a 10,000. I see many persons in the room smiling. I'm sure they are quite happy that they are already entered and quite likely have their two chances in it.
This initiative has been implemented in various states in the USA, and within the region, Antigua and Barbuda has invited citizens to take a chance in 4 draws of $5,000 and 1 draw for a plot of land valued at over $68,000. Similarly, the U.S. Virgin Islands will be offering 10 draws of $100,000, giving away a total of $1 million. Minister Steele mentioned that currently 97% of positive cases globally are among unvaccinated individuals.
I know many persons have been saying, that they will take it, they're just waiting a while. Well, now we're giving the incentive to take it sooner rather than later, so we don't end up in a situation like we see in our neighboring countries. Trinidad in particular, our thoughts and prayers go out to them, where individuals are rushing now to get the vaccine, and for some, regrettably, it is too late.
Government has continued to express its dissatisfaction with the number of vaccinated individuals, which as of June 14th stands at 18,796 receiving their first dose and 9,824 receiving their second. There is presently no active case of COVID-19 in Grenada. Trellona Charles, GBN News.
Government upped its stakes in a bid to get Grenadians to take the COVID-19 vaccine, while SGU denies entry to unvaccinated workers. Our guest tonight is Dr. Terence Marisho. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
As a medical doctor and as a Grenadian, is a game of chance with a $10,000 prize enough to entice Grenadians to step forward to take the COVID-19 vaccine, AstraZeneca?
I suppose any kind of incentive or initiative is good. In the real sense, I don't think it should be necessary to give people incentives, but that seems to be the trend all over the world right now. In the United States, they're giving all kinds of incentives. So I think it's well in order to offer some kind of incentive to encourage people to take the vaccine.
Dr. Marisho, do you believe that the hesitancy to get vaccinated is because of genuine concern people have about the vaccine? And if that is the case, what can be done to address these concerns?
I don't think there are genuine concerns about the vaccine itself, but because of the misinformation that's been going around on social media and, on the internet where people have access to it almost on a daily basis, we find that all of the conspiracy theories and all of the misinformation is filtering right through to Grenada. And instead of people really rationalizing for themselves, they continue to believe a lot of the misinformation that they're seeing. And I mean, that is really a shame because, we have been in such a good situation here in Grenada in terms of the management of this particular situation, much better than most countries. And the fact that people are able to understand the protocols and follow them to the point where we have had very few cases in Grenada compared to other countries. It boggles the mind, but I would say really boggles the mind because when you compare Grenada to a first world country like the United States, which has such great vaccine hesitancy, you really can't blame more people for falling for all of this misinformation. But at the same time, we missed a golden opportunity, I think, in terms of really getting our population vaccinated and being ahead of the game compared to other countries. Because with the good situation that we had here, with managing it, if we had had that same kind of compliance in terms of getting vaccinated, we'd have been way ahead of most people in terms of being able to open up the country, in terms of being able to return to normalcy and getting things back to normal as we knew it. But I think we have missed the boat on this, and the vaccine hesitancy is taking hold because people are beginning to listen to all of this misinformation that is coming from the United States and from social media in particular, and that is hindering the progress that we could have made in this country. And I'm really disappointed in that fact.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marisho, for joining us this evening on GBN News.
All right, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
All right, Dr. Terence Marisho, medical doctor, our analyst this evening. This is News at 7. Coming up, immigration relocation in Grenville, addressing gender-based violence and a decline in HIV-related deaths. All coming up. Stay with us.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations applications today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We've been down, but not out. It's been hard, but we've persevered together. We each have a role in Grenada's successful recovery, nourishing our families, guiding our children, caring for our communities, energizing our lives. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
1, 2, 3. Happy Father's Day!
Sunday, June 20th. Get ready for a special Father's Day edition of YT Virtual Bingo. We're giving away a whole lot of money, up to $10,000 to be won. And tickets cost just $8. 5 lucky fathers will win a special cash prize. You know the deal. If you're in Grenada, tickets are available at gotofed.com or from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. So, get your tickets now and enjoy all the fun and excitement online. Sunday, June 20th. Get ready for a special Father's Day edition of YT Virtual Bingo, the new way to play bingo.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Open borders with the right precautions will keep us safe and lead us to the successful rejuvenation of our tourist industry. Because when we come together as a country, we all win.
I did it for my co-workers.
I did it for my granny.
What's up? I did it for my neighbor.
I did it for my business.
Help us help Grenada.
I did it for myself and my family. Get vaccinated.
Together, we can defeat COVID-19. Get vaccinated.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Deteriorating conditions at the Immigration Department in Grenville have forced the closure of their office location downstairs the Grenville Police Station.
The roof is falling apart. Officers at the Immigration Office have been operating under deplorable conditions for some time, as the facility is in a serious state of disrepair. This has forced the temporary relocation of the office to an adjacent building upstairs Shoes R Us on Victoria Street in Grenville, St. Andrew, in order to commence work on the existing building. Operations began at the new location on Monday.
The Immigration Department here has been existing for many years, and of recent times have been undergoing some challenging conditions that they have been advocating for another location for some time now. We are grateful and thankful today. We are seeing the opening of this new facility here on Victoria Street. That's the upstairs of the old First Caribbean Bank. And we are really grateful for the opportunity to be of service to the people of St. Andrew, the Eastern Division, and to the general public, as a matter of fact, for all those who will benefit from this facility.
Head of the Immigration Department, Leroy Joseph, highlighted the services offered to the general public.
Services that was rendered in the original building, it will transfer to here. That of receiving of passport application and declaring a vessel. So we have the passport side, which is receiving an application, issuing a travel document, and additionally the immigration section, which deals with the declaring of vessels.
One individual is pleased with this temporary arrangement.
Consider it to be quite convenient to members of the public. I practice law here, and the location is very convenient. Many people come to our office and they would like their passport applications filled out. So having an immigration office next to is really very good for members of the public.
Grenada and other Caribbean islands showed reduced HIV transmission and AIDS-related deaths during 10 years from 2010 to 2020. This exceeded the 2020 target set by the United Nations General Assembly in 2016. More in this report.
As of the end of 2019, over 400 individuals are living with HIV in Grenada. During that year, 26 new cases were recorded, 17 males and 9 females, a slight decrease as compared to 2018, which saw 27 positive cases. That's according to statistics provided by the Ministry of Health. Jonelle Benjamin, Program Coordinator for the National Infectious Disease Control Unit in the Ministry of Health, says Grenada too has recorded a decline.
Have had the most amount of cases coming between the age range of ages 15 to 45. We do get one or few of them over the age of 50. As it relates to deaths, in 2018 we have had 8 deaths so far, 6 male, 2 female. However, I would like to have it sorted that of the 8 deaths, none of them were related to HIV. It is just that our HIV clients died, but not as of a result of HIV or AIDS. Of 3 deaths in 2019, right? 1 female, 2 males, but only 2 was as a result of HIV. Well, AIDS at this point.
With targets to ending the AIDS epidemic by 2030, it is vital to have the right data tracking whether the world is on course to meeting the commitments made in 2016 United Nations Political Declaration on Ending AIDS. According to a PAHO website, evidence shows that since the pandemic struck, the number of people being tested for HIV in both the Caribbean and Latin America has dropped. In the first 6 months of 2020, there were about 4,000 fewer diagnoses of HIV in 8 Caribbean and Latin American nations: Dominican Republic, Guatemala, Guyana, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Peru, and St. Lucia than there were in the first 6 months of 2019. Benjamin notes Grenada's standing.
That is a fact, and that is because of the quality of medications or drugs or regimens, the antiretrovirals that we have out there, right? One. Two, we have persons being educated more. We have access to these drugs are becoming more, the availability of that is happening, or that is, persons have more access to these things. And just in part, even though it's not as prominent in Grenada, but we do have persons spending time to protect themselves. Those are some of the main reasons why I support. Yes, we do have a lot of, we have a reduction, or because Grenada has plateaued, right, in terms of the number of cases we have been seeing each year. We have reached a plateau, and globally, as it relates to deaths, we are seeing that reduction. And again, that is because of the availability of drugs and access to those drugs worldwide.
Grenada's first case was recorded in 1984. According to the latest UN AIDS report, from 2010 to 2020, AIDS-related deaths in the Caribbean declined by 51%. During the same 10-year period, new HIV infections in the region decreased by 28%. Annual deaths from AIDS-related illnesses declined by 37% for 2010 through 2019 in Caribbean countries, while new yearly infections from the HIV virus dropped by 29%. Lena John, GBN News.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trellona Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. Video circulated on social media of a security officer being arrested by a police officer after pointing out to him that he should be wearing a mask before conducting business at the facility. Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin gave a statement on the matter.
I can confirm that this incident did occur. However, on the arrival at the police station, the senior police officer in charge of that police station, having analyzed the circumstances of the specific case, took a statement from the security officer and released him pending further investigations. Currently, an internal investigation to review the circumstances in this matter has been initiated, and to date, the security officer has not been charged.
Our online audience were quick to join the conversation. Durin commented, "Mr. Commissioner, I will say this much. You are not doing your job in the right way. It's a set of big jokers in there. As they always say, police is for police. And if you don't start putting some rules in the force and making some of them examples, nothing will change. I am so disappointed with this police force. No one can trust none of you. A dog has to wag his tail, not the tail wagging the dog." She then added, if the security was wrong, Mr. Commissioner would have been proud to announce that the security was charged and much more. But he's not saying anything as to what penalty the police officer will get. This police force in Grenada is totally unfair at times. This is why some of those police feel they can do whatever they want because they get away with it. Diane wrote, I guess this officer is above the law. The company should sue that officer. It's great that the security officer was not charged. Now, charge the officer for abuse of the laws. Sylvana commented, police, what on earth happened to you? You are the law, and you want to break the law? They should arrest you instead. And this individual commented, this is unacceptable. You cannot be tasked to charge civilians for not wearing masks, and you want to waltz in without one. There is no excuse for this behavior. That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, let's take a peek through the GBN ISAW lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision. Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's eyesore features video footage of sargassum seaweed covering the shores of Bathway Beach in St. Patrick. The sargassum seaweed can be seen as a potential hazard due to its pungent odor and other associated negative effects to the tourism and fishing industries and recreational activities. However, this seaweed can be used together with other organic materials to generate compost for use on farms. We thank our eyesore reporter for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, Agriculture Senator Roderick St. Clair seeks to amend Crop Compensation Act. This is News at 7.
Get vaxxed, hey, hey, vaccinated. Get vaxxed, hey, hey, get vaccinated. Vaccinated. So wear your mask, wash your hands, and practice social distance. This is we chance to advance. Come let we fight this COVID at once. So come on let we fall in line. We want to come back to with social life. There is vaccination island-wide. So come on let we fight it to protect we and we family.
This is a message from the Grenada Red Cross and the Ministry of Health.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Open borders with the right precautions will keep us safe and lead us to the successful rejuvenation of our tourist industry. Because when we come together as a country, we all win.
I did it for my co-workers.
I did it for my granny.
What's up? I did it for my neighbor.
I did it for my business.
Help us help Grenada.
I did it for myself and my family. Get vaccinated.
Together, we can defeat COVID-19. Get vaccinated.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
And look, we're
them coconut, rum lemon, passion fruit, sorrel, even the exotic spicy rum.
Ah, the flavored rums of Grenada Distillers Limited.
Class coat?
Yes, girl. They are all produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited in Woodlands. You know, all their rums are world-class and internationally acclaimed, winners of numerous gold medals.
I'll have the spicy rum.
Grenada's #1 rum. We drink it on sport. Add a little flavor to your life.
Montreal, it's time to line virtually one more time. Gemma Rayburn Baines here for Spice Island Cultural Festival, a celebration of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This summer's festival is a celebration of life with food, fashion, music, and culture. Join us online Saturday, July 10th, 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube at Spice Island Cultural Festival. Info, spiceislandculturalday.com.
It has been 25 years since the crop compensation schedule under the Agriculture Compensation Act of 1995 was last revised. Agriculture Senator Roderick St. Clair initiated steps for such amendments during the sitting of the Senate last Tuesday. Jared Joseph has the details.
Farmers could now look forward to a future in which crop compensation can be expected more frequently rather than be left up to the powers of the Minister of Agriculture. Damage to crops due to livestock and humans is considered crop loss, and compensation is payable under the Agriculture Compensation Act of 1995. Agriculture Senator Roderick St. Clair, with the Senate's backing, is seeking to engage the Minister of Agriculture to ensure farmers are adequately compensated.
For agriculture, because to act immediately in accordance with the powers vested in him under Section 4 of the Agriculture Compensation Act of 1995 to review and update the crop compensation schedule of 1995 so that farmers can be justly compensated when they suffer crop loss or damage.
The Senator, via the motion which was approved by the Senate, also sought to ensure farmers are compensated in a timely manner.
Be it further resolved that Section 4 of the Act be modified to protect our farmers' investment by specifying a time by which the crop compensation schedule shall be amended instead of relying on when the minister considers it expedient to do so, as is currently in the Act.
Senator St. Clair says such situations, although not new, have been increasing together with the cost of inputs.
When we look at what is happening in 2021, in terms of the rise in the cost of inputs, the cost of labor. So, for example, I've been speaking to some of the agriculturists. In 1995, even 2004, you know, a seedling that you would pay 20 cents for, 15 cents is now 60, 70 cents. A bag of fertilizer was $20, $30, now it's $100 and something. Labor, don't even speak about it. Sometimes farmers could hardly get labor, much less.
This review also recommends that crops not on the current list, such as soursop, dragon fruit, and pineapple, are to be added to the list. It was further recommended that the review should be done at least every 3 to 5 years. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Stay with us. Weather and sports up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today. Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Trends come and go, but jewelry is forever in style. Give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Diamond Intercontinental have diamond jewelry, gold and silver jewelries, engagement rings, wedding bands, chains, bracelets, and so much more. They also carry brands such as Anne Klein and Guess. Why wait? Visit Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store at the Esplanade Mall. Call 440-231234. The number again, 232-1234.
Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, hazy and windy with some light to moderate showers. There's a lot happening there. Winds east-northeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves up to 7 feet in open water. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides are low at midnight and high at 6:30 in the morning. On Wednesday, the sun will rise at 12 minutes to 6. Partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, hazy and windy with light to moderate showers, increasing overnight with a medium chance of thunder. And there is a haze warning for tomorrow. On Thursday, we're looking at cloudy to overcast, hazy and windy with moderate to heavy showers, which may be accompanied by thunder. And we do have a medium chance of flooding and landslides in vulnerable areas, so be sure to prepare. On Friday, partly cloudy to cloudy, hazy and windy with light to moderate showers, increasing overnight with a low chance of thunder. Be prepared this week is pretty much what the weather is saying. That's it for your weather forecast on GBN News. And time for sports. The National Netball Championship continued over the weekend with 2 matches being played on Saturday. J.W. Fletcher B was victorious in the first matchup against SJC St. George's B. The game was won by J.W. Fletcher 20-12. Top Strikers A took on SJC St. George's A in the second match, which saw that game being won by Top Strikers A 49-46. There were 3 games scheduled for Tuesday between SJC St. George's B and Fun City Guave B from 5:15 p.m. on Court 1. Sprang's QPR B and JW Fletcher B from 5:15 p.m. on Court 2, and Top Strikers A taking on Jet Setters A at 6:30 p.m. on Court 1. West Indies head coach Phil Simmons and captain Craig Brathwaite both said the team will be looking to rebound from the defeat in the first Betway Test match to South Africa. They promised a better showing in the second match this week. West Indies lost to the Proteas by an innings and 63 runs on Saturday at the Darren Sammy Stadium in St. Lucia.
Well, I mean, in this game, obviously we saw in the crucial period, obviously we batted first and we didn't get runs on the board. So I just think it's, some crucial periods of games, we fought as a team at times, but, all that is the past. And I think, as I said, you have bad days and good days. It's important that we learn from this game. And, in the second test, obviously first innings, you obviously want a bigger score and, continue bowling well. And we didn't get many partnerships, this game. So I think one of the keys, especially playing good teams, is that, you got to obviously have a good start. And I think that's one of the main things. That crucial period, the first innings, we didn't get a good total. So we were always on the back foot.
They will have to regroup and look to rebound when the final contest of the 2-match rubber at the same venue on Friday, June 18th. Hayley Matthews is peaking at the right time in the West Indies women's high-performance camp as she scored a brilliant century to lead in the latest inter-squad match. The stylish opener made 106 off 110 balls as the Chanel Henry 11 defeated the Aliyah Aline 11 by 7 wickets at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium on Saturday. Henry's won the toss and elected to bowl first, and Aline scored 103 all out in 40.1 overs. Henry's 11 was then given a revised target of 210 to score off 50 overs, which they reached off 43.3 overs. Matthews struck 11 fours on her way to triple figures. However, just when her team looked to slide home easily to victory, she was caught behind by Anisa Mohammed. That's it for sports right here on GBN.
This is your One Caribbean hookup. A ray of hope is coming for some Vincentians, as while many houses on the red zone were damaged by the eruption of La Soufrière volcano, the government has been identifying lands for those who wish to relocate. That's according to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who says that damage assessments of homes are in the early stages and some lands that will be made available to affected residents will still be in the northern part of the island.
There will be lands, we'll be looking for land inside of North Windward itself. and lands outside of North Windward. Because let's understand this. There are lands in North Windward which are safe. You see where I'm coming from? Because I'm not of the school, and the government is not of the school, and I don't think the country and the people themselves in North Windward, not of the Dry River, would accept that all you must have up there is just the agriculture and animal husbandry and fishing, and people just go in and come out now.
Meanwhile, a vehicular crash in Clarendon, Jamaica, which left 2 young men dead, has sparked fiery protests as residents blocked the roads with stones and debris and set other waste material ablaze. They say it was the actions of the police, who is rumored to have shot at the vehicle, which led to the fatal crash. However, investigations continue as the police are debunking claims that they are responsible.
They drove up beside the unit and signaled the driver to stop the unit. The driver, recognizing that it was a police unit, put on his four-way and sped off. The next sighting of that vehicle was in the Watsontown primary area, where the vehicle actually collided in a light post down there. The police reported that they saw persons on the ground. That's what they gave me. So they went to assist the persons on the ground. In doing so, persons close to the crash unit fired at the police team that came on location. They returned fire thereafter.
Internationally, as life gradually returns to normal in Gaza just weeks after an 11-day Israeli bombardment, they still struggle with the same problems they have faced for decades. Israel continues a 14-year blockade, preventing hundreds of patients from seeking life-saving medical treatment in the occupied West Bank. Meanwhile, Gaza's Ministry of Health has also warned of serious consequences from a shortage of medicines, which it describes as the most severe ever. We get more in this Al Jazeera report.
Before Gaza can rebuild, there's the challenging task of cleaning up the rubble from the devastation caused by Israel's airstrikes last month. Nothing remains of the buildings that were targeted in several areas.
I think after what happened of the demolition of housing, factories, infrastructure, the people who lost their houses are still didn't find anything, didn't receive any money for rent subsidy, for buying some clothes, some furniture. We are talking about 2,000 units has been demolished, either totally or severe, but became uninhabitable.
As people here gradually return to normal lives, they still struggle with the same problems they faced for decades. Israel continues to close Gaza's borders, preventing hundreds of patients from seeking life-saving medical treatment in the occupied West Bank. Gaza's Ministry of Health has also warned of serious consequences from a shortage of medicines, which it describes as the most severe ever.
The conditions here are difficult. The entire Gaza Strip suffers, especially the medical sector. It suffers from a lack of various medical supplies. We don't have enough essential medicines. This is adding extra strain on the healthcare sector, which is already struggling due to the Israeli blockade on the Gaza Strip.
Last month, Israel closed the Kerem Abu Salim crossing, Gaza's main commercial trade route, citing security concerns. That has made the humanitarian situation here even worse.
Israel has tightened its blockade with restrictions on all materials entering the Gaza Strip, in particular raw materials and those that are needed in the industrial sector, which has caused a new crisis. This is happening after a war that has destroyed dozens of industrial facilities, where thousands of workers are now unemployed, adding to the thousands of others who are also out of work.
The people of Gaza have long been subjected to Israel's blockade that restricts their movement and that of trade, making life difficult for millions of Palestinians. It's
It's been almost 3 weeks since the end of the 11-day war on Gaza Strip. Tons of rubble will take months to remove, and many families remain homeless. But Israel still hasn't lessened its grip on the crossings, denying the movement of people and the entry of vital goods. Ibn Sayed, Al Jazeera, Gaza.
That's it for your One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trellona Charles. Thank you for joining us.
Let's recap the headlines. Several employees in limbo as St. George's University denies entry to unvaccinated staff. Government announces $10,000 in lottery game in a bid to encourage Grenadians to take the COVID-19 vaccines. Grenada among Caribbean islands that recorded reduced HIV transmission and AIDS-related deaths during the last 10 years. Medical doctor Terence Marichaud was tonight's analyst, discussing COVID-19 and the vaccines. In around the globe, government identifying lands as relocation efforts gets underway in St. Vincent following La Soufrière eruption, and challenges impede reconstruction efforts in Gaza. In sports, West Indies looking to rebound following a humiliating defeat at the hands of South Africa. If you missed any parts of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or visit our GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.
We support you at